You are listening to the audio production of The Sacred Us, a call to radical Christian community by Justin Kendrick, published by David C. Cook. This book is read by the author. To access the supplemental material associated with this audiobook, please visit www.thesacredus.com. This book is dedicated to my Sacred Us, my brothers and sisters who have walked closely with me, seen all my flaws, and continued to patiently love me. To my friends who have sacrificed much and loved much. To all those who lived on Dayton Street, Party Place, and Earl Street, and all the other living rooms of community who have engaged in the experiment of life together and are living it still. Thank you. For me, it started at Schwartz Hall, then moved to 111 Helen. Then came marriage, then the houses, the band, and the church. Now it has spread even further. We've learned a lot, and it definitely hasn't been perfect. But it's been worth it, and I am grateful. I'm looking forward to our next round of adventures, and there's no one I'd rather run with. Introduction. This book is about church. Sort of. It isn't about church history or church structures. It isn't really about church programs or church government either. Such books are helpful, and many have been written, but they aren't the topic of this one. This is a book less about the things of church and more about the soul of church. At its core, this is a book about community, but we will explore more than friendships and small groups. It's a book that speaks to what I believe is one of the greatest needs of our time, to rediscover and rebuild the sacred us. The sacred us is a term I use to describe the transcendent community knit together by the Spirit of Jesus and more deeply bound to one another than natural family or best friends. It's that thing we all know is painfully missing in so many of our churches and in so many of our lives. I don't claim to have all the answers about the sacred us, but I have tasted it, lived it, and realized that I can never go back to Sunday morning smiles and cheap, impersonal hellos. For the last 20 years, I've done life with a small group of committed people who became a large group of committed people. Through all the changes, the sacred us has endured and in many ways been strengthened. This book begins by investigating the great problem of fake community that has defined our time with instant access and online friends. It will then explore the source of deeper community and outline 7 principles that can guide us as we consider a new course. The aim behind these principles is to bring tangible renewal to church community, reshaping it from the inside out, from a semi-committed social group into a supernatural eternal family. The principles discussed are rooted in the practices of the New Testament Christians, but their relevance transcends culture and time. At the end of each chapter, I'll share a few sacred steps. These are practical action steps that we can use to help us grow. More importantly, my prayer is that the principles outlined in this book push us into a different type of Christianity, where friendships are deeper, love is richer, and mission is realized. Some of the ideas in this book will make you uncomfortable and might challenge your basic assumptions about relationships. I know that many of them still make me uncomfortable. They might dig up old wounds of failed community or force you to deal with past experiences when church leaders let you down. You might have to confront things that annoy you about others, and you won't be able to hide the ugly parts of yourself. But take heart. If you will begin building something deeper with a few people, God will use the sacred us to heal the broken pieces from your past. The process will be sloppy, imperfect, and full of challenges. But it is through this messy process that we will really learn to love. And love, of course, is the greatest and most sacred of God's gifts. Chapter 1. Friendly but Friendless. Friendship is the greatest of worldly goods. Certainly to me, it is the chief happiness of life. C.S. Lewis. You can't be really human all by yourself, of course. You need other people to talk to and to listen to and share your secrets with and laugh yourself silly with, and when you really get to know each other well, even to be able to be silent together without embarrassment. That is what friends are all about. Frederick Buechner. If you live to be 100, I hope to live to 100 minus 1, so I never have to live without you. Winnie the Pooh.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?